The best thing that I've heard all day and all weekend so far is a bunch of people made money on our Zebet call.
We are literally still in a nascent industry. We're all sitting here. This is going to get bigger every single year. When you're trying to change an entire infrastructure and a way of doing business, which is what we're talking about here, ultimately, that happens slower than you think. So give it time, but it's happening.
I was next in line to shake his hand and say hi, but then his assistant pulled him and took him away, and he had to go on stage. So I missed him by one handshake.
Hey, what's going on, family and friends? In this interview, I connect with the man larger than life itself, or at least taller than me, and that's Zach Rector. It was great seeing Zach and his lovely wife in Vegas this year. Zach was kind enough to share his time with me after hopping off the stage at XRP Las Vegas Conference, where he interviewed Sal Gilbertie, the CEO of Teucrium, the company that's already launched the first XRP ETF right here in the United States. My conversation with Zach was bullish. The institutions are here, the inflows are happening, the time has come, and he's predicting a $20 to $30 XRP price in the next bull run. I'm here for that, and so is Edward Farina, who'll be throwing a yacht party when XRP hits $10. I more than likely won't be attending Edo's party, and that's because I've already been to Yacht Week in Croatia. Make sure you tune into this entire episode to watch the sizzle reel for my travels to Yacht Week in Croatia way back in 2011. Anyway, here's the interview with Zach Rector, live from the XRP Las Vegas Conference 2025. Thanks for tuning in. Love you mucho. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at XRP Las Vegas Conference, day one. And I've got the tallest man in the room here, making me look so small. We got Zach Rector, who's also just been surrounded by so many passionate XRP community members who are just really excited to get their chance to meet this legend. How you doing today, Zach?
I'm doing great, Ray. It's an absolute pleasure to see you again here at Vegas and be surrounded by this community again.
What are they? What are these community members saying to you? We love you. What's the theme?
The best thing that I've heard all day and all weekend so far is a bunch of people made money on our Zebet call. I don't know if you heard that, but I've kept a tally, and we had a lot of people make money on that. And so people are excited about that, but more excited about XRP, of course. And this is a great meeting here this year. We have Wall Street coming in. I just interviewed CEO of Teucrium, Sal Gilbertie. Wall Street's here, and we got degens and memes and DeFi. So it's a great time to be in the XRP Ledger ecosystem.
What were some of the things that were set up on stage when you were moderating that panel as far as this really peculiar time where we're seeing Wall Street 2.0 kind of taking over this DLT ecosystem?
Well, I asked Sal straight up what he thought about JP Morgan's prediction, 4 to 8 billion inflows into the ETFs year one. He says it's conservative.
Again, the questions we get from investors is, when's the price going to go up? That's what everybody wants to do. Well, the only way that we can figure that out, we've have a 22-page paper that's not public yet. I got to figure out how to do that our analyst did. And he went over all the legitimate pricing models for XRP. And again, it came to between $5 and $4,300, depending on your timing and your use case. For me, it's supply, demand, and velocity. So if it takes 5 seconds to settle a transaction, how many XRP did that use? Can you really do it 12 times a minute? Can you really do that 24 hours a day? So how much XRP do you really need? Those are all basic questions that need to be answered for the velocity models. And that'll happen over time. We are literally still in a nascent industry. We're all sitting here. This is going to get bigger every single year. But the usage of XRP, the use case of the Ripple ledger is, I think, probably exploding from what you're talking about here. All of that is going to help. And then as arbitrageurs come in to get rid of those price differentials so that things can trade more easily, it's just going to take time, but it's going to happen. And things happen. Little things like taking advantage of money, that happens faster than you think. When people want to make money, that happens faster than you think. When you're trying to change an entire infrastructure and a way of doing business, which is what we're talking about here, ultimately, that happens slower than you think. So give it time, but it's happening.
And so a guy that's in the business, they've already brought in 120 million assets under management for their first XRP ETF, futures ETF, that is the double XRP. And so he's in the business. He said 4 to 8 billion is conservative. Based off of my, assumptions and speculation, if we get anywhere near that 5, 10, 20 billion of inflows, we're talking about a lot higher price XRP.
Would you be willing to throw out a ballpark?
Oh boy. Conservatively 20 to 30 bucks.
I'm here for that.
Yeah. That'd be a fun party next year in XRP Las Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when XRP hits $10, I'm throwing a huge yachting party at Mykonos, and everyone that wants to join, just put your names out. I'm going to put on the guest list. It's not going to be just one night. It's going to be the yachting week.
Did someone say Yacht Week? I've been there before. Check this out.
This is the time.
I've never missed a sunrise.
Let's see.
When are we going to leave?
Probably never.
Okay, let's get back to the interview with the legend himself, Zach Rector.
Taking advantage of this moment, Zach, for those in the audience who aren't able to attend or get the chance to brush elbows with you, would you be willing to share what you're working on and what you're excited about?
Yeah, just basically getting folks invested in utility based in America. That's the number one thing that I'm most bullish on. And that's not even particular to crypto either, but obviously crypto we think is the best opportunity right now. And then looking forward, how do we protect our wealth? My objective now over the next year is just connecting our community with good resources for that. There's obviously many people here that are in that business. And then just helping people find, we got different options that can suit people's different needs in this business. So yeah, that's my focus right now.
Cool. Now, who are you most excited to see while you're here at XRP Las Vegas Conference?
Well, last year I was in line to meet David, and I was next in line to shake his hand and say hi, but then his assistant pulled him and took him away, and he had to go on stage. So I missed him by one handshake. And then the first year I missed Brad because I was too busy BSing, and so I missed Brad at the first one. So hopefully Brad and David this year.
Maybe you guys all have a group hug and hug it out.
I would be down.
Me too. All right. Well, Zach, I appreciate you sharing your time with me. How can those in the audience follow you as a leader in the space, sir?
Yeah, it's ZachRector.com is my website. Has all my official links there. So let's just send them there.
Excellent. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Zach, appreciate you. Thanks for sharing your time with me and enjoy yourself in Vegas.
All right. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.